Is there a toilet? A toilet in here?
It's east of the casino area, really.
Can I get a pint there, or I can get a pint and have a piss? Cheers.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Part 2.
Clean up in old Calvin Klein's.
Nah, I'm only joking. I don't own a pair of Calvin Kleins. What are we wearing today? Let's have a look. Umbro. More like Cumbro after the dream I had last night. It's probably more of a nightmare, actually, unless you're into getting fucked by an alien. Carlsberg or Foster's, that's what was on offer. I chose Foster's. I feel like that's the better option. And it, to be fair, it sort of tasted like a healthy person's piss. Let's quickly talk about gambling since we're at the casino. I'm quite proud to say I've never been into gambling. I've had the odd go on the 2p machines, obviously, and bought a few scratch cards, but I've never got into it like some friends I know who have had some serious gambling problems. One in particular, a good friend of mine who he had a really bad gambling problem, and me and a few other friends come up with a plan to sort of put it to an end. We took him out to the casino and we were like, right, just get it out your system tonight. And he lost absolutely everything. And now we haven't spoke to him for a while. Take a quick look at this rattly old codger sat in a pitmobile inserting golden coins into the pension gobbler. Is this it? Is this the grand finale of life? Is this what it all ends up like for some people? Maybe this is the highlight of her day. Maybe this just gives her a little bit of hope, or maybe she's a millionaire and she just likes the flashing lights. But there is a lot of me that wanted to just wheel her out the fire exit and say, there you go, Mrs. Puffy Legs, you're safe now. Here we go. Oh yeah. I staggered out onto Clacton Strip and headed straight towards the local Weatherspoons called Catherine's Womb, and ordered myself a delicious pint of licking his asshole amber ale from Deep Throat Grandad Brewery. This pint is definitely getting the beer of the day reward. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of Weatherspoon's £2 beers. So it does just go to show really that if you work hard, you can actually get some pretty nice. Whilst filling my lungs up with toxic black smoke in the beer garden, I'd also triggered a bowel movement, so it was time for me to head back inside, get nice and warm, and unleash a succulent steaming shit in the men's facilities. The basilisk was heading towards the entrance of the cave. I farted my way into cubicle number 2, only to find out the bolt on the door was fucked. I was feeling pretty positive about cubicle number 3. HIV positive. Look at the state of that. It looked like someone had shat a cactus out. I waddled into cubicle number 1 and it was looking pretty clean, so I relaxed a little bit and let the turtle poke his head out. I turned around to lock the door and realised the door was fucked in here as well.
Captain's log, we've got a code brown.
I was touching cloth. The turtle had dislocated his shoulders. I limped back into cubicle 3, only to realise the door was fucked in here as well. And now it was fucking jammed. Luckily I made it out just in time and headed straight back into cubicle number 1 to check out my new custom designed brown polka dot boxer shorts.
Eight sausages. I wiped my ass and then blew my nose with the same tissue. I mean, hit the streets. It was time to check out the new club in town called Sodomy. I headed straight to the bar and ordered myself a pint of... I was having a good time with a big happy face, but couldn't stay here too long because the beer was expensive and I think I'd probably had enough of it, to be fair. Bit annoyed I didn't get here earlier though, because apparently there was a group of strong, bold men who call themselves the Clacton Butchers, and they meet here for a quick pint and then head off under the pier to see what each other's meat tastes like. I headed towards Clacton Pier. It was time to call it a night. I'd had a good time, but this is the limit right here. I've probably gone past the limit a bit, to be fair, but I remember everything. If I'd have carried on drinking, I would have got fucking blackout, and that's where shit goes wrong. And if you don't remember it, what's the fucking point? So it was time to call it, and it's well, it's now time to hear what I've thought about the night.
What? Been alright night. It's been an alright night tonight, and I've had a good time. I'm pretty cooked, absolutely fucked, and
the time had come for hot meal to try and sober myself up a bit.
yeah. I will have, mate. I will have after this. I will have.
Give me a double cheeseburger or something. I wouldn't
Double cheeseburger. You want a cheeseburger?
Double one.
Double.
Double.
Come. Alright, mate. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. Right. There we go.
Data and an iPad. All for just 39.
No, not there. Oh shit. No, there's a dog there. Alright. Legend. Alright. Have a good night, man.
I got a couple of double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. Like I wanted one anyway, and then obviously that bloke said that he wanted one as well. So I got two, and when my order came, I was like, I could eat fucking both of these. And I was quite close to just legging it when I got out there, but I feel like I did the right thing, and I stuck by my words. And yeah, it's better giving like a gearhead, not that he's a gearhead, but giving someone who's asking for stuff on the street, giving them food that they're obviously going to eat, rather than giving them money where they might just, I don't know what they'll do with that. And it instantly paid off. I was rewarded with the opportunity of putting a cheeseburger on his dog's face, which is something I've never done before. But anyway, the cheeseburger wasn't enough, so I had to go to the shop and get some supplies to make sure I'd make it through this cold night ahead of me. All stocked up on supplies, it was time for me to push out of the town centre a bit and find somewhere safe to sleep. As I polished off a packet of orange knickknacks, I looked up to the night sky and I just thought about dicks. No, I didn't. I thought about all the dramas that I've had in life this month, and like, it's time to let them all go, isn't it? It's been good. It's been good to let off a load of steam and spend the night under the stars, breathing in some fresh air, and tomorrow wake up, crack back on with life.
Well, there you have it. That is the last time that I'm ever going to be drinking alcoholic beverages in my life. You know. Well, it's quite a good night, to be fair. I think, I don't know, but I had fun, and I feel like I've let off some steam. I could feel myself sort of building up. I hadn't drank for quite a while, probably a couple of months, not gone out, got hammered anyway, and I could feel sort of something building up inside of me. And I've, just gone out last night and let the fish out the box for a bit, and I feel better for doing it. But that'd be me back off the booze for a bit now. Try and go as long as I can again until I start thinking, fucking hell, I want a bit of a blowout. And not a bad blowout at all. I think I called it quite early. I definitely drank more than I fucking needed to, but I'm not too bothered by that. I've accidentally poked the beast a bit last night as well by not texting Mrs. Phil before I go to bed. I should have at least texted her saying I'm sleeping on the beach somewhere. she would have been alright with that, but I forgot to fucking text her, so I'll have to, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll get her a pack of Tang Fastics or something on the way home. But yeah, safe little night, to be fair. I stayed down here just on the beach there, and I was protected by these fantastic George crosses. Fucking hell. I consider myself a bit of a patriot, and I think flying the flag's a fucking brilliant thing and we should be proud of it, but I think I think that's just classed as vandalism, to be honest. The sea. We've got to do it. We've got to get in there. I'm fucking getting in there. Let's do it. Oh. That is fucking boiling. Look at that, rainbow in the air and everything. Fucking amazing. Oh, England, we love it.
As soon as I'd put my Phil's adventure costume back on, I had a bit of a jog into the town just to get the blood pumping. Straight into McDonald's, ordered a nice hot cup of tea to celebrate being a new man and to, you know, just get a bit of warm liquid down my throat before getting the bus home.
Well, certainly got ourselves in a bit of a situation here. I've just checked the bus times, and there isn't any bus times today. It's Sunday, and I just didn't think about that before I set off yesterday, which is annoying because I do like getting on bus. But what did I do after that? I gave Mrs. Phil a quick call and apologised for not texting before I went to bed last night, and asked her whether maybe she'd be interested in coming picking me up, and no. So now we're walking back, and it's I've just googled it, and it's 5 hours if I don't stop, which that'll give me enough time to sort of reflect on my actions. $11 miles to go. It's not too bad. I feel pretty good at the moment. I've got fucking sand in between my toes though, which is annoying. I might have to take my boots off and get it out before it gets worse. Well, you know what they say, sand isn't that good when you put your socks back on and then have a walk. Look at these bunch of high-vis wombles doing a bit of roadside litter picking. Absolute legends. I got speaking to a couple of them actually, and they were all right. Stopped to put my coat away because it was getting quite hot, and realised I had a bit of water left, and I had a load of like sweets and shit I bought last night as well. Fucking hell, they're well nice, they are. That is probably the nicest thing anyone's ever eaten, I think. I drive this route all the time, and it was actually nice to walk it for once, because you just miss out on so much stuff when you're just whizzing past in a car. Look at that pub down there, I didn't even know that was there. Could smash a pint right now, but I settled for a litre of strawberry yazoo, and it was it's just the ultimate hangover drink in my opinion. And then I come out the shop and stumbled upon this place. It's a red phone box, which is now a book exchange, and I bagged myself a book on Essex walks, and then I had a little read of this. Janice reached into Bernard's trousers and pulled out his absolute python, and then just started going at it like a toddler with an ice cream. Well, I don't know whether I've ever mentioned this, but I actually used to be what's known as an airborne sky god, and this walk has certainly brought back some fantastic memories of being in the paras for a bit. And this is like a a fucking weekly tradition. Well, it was a fucking daily tradition for me to go out on the piss every night. But on Thursday, everyone would go out, stay out, drink as much as you can, and then navigate your way back to camp with a kebab compass, try and get an hour's sleep, and then straight down the armoury to sign out a rifle stinking of vodka, put your Bergen on your back and smash out a 10 miler every Friday, and then get stood down after that for the weekend, straight back out downtown. To be fair, I've been doing these hangover hikes for as long as I can remember. Well, since I started drinking. I'd always rather have a couple of extra beers or spend my money on getting a bit of battered chicken rather than like wasting it on a taxi. And I've done some fucking pretty epic ones over the years. I think my record's probably been Brighton to Eastbourne. I've done that a few times, but the first time I did it, fucking hell, I had my guitar, I had my amp with me. I'd been out all night on the bag and everything, and then obviously woke up with no money and I had to get back in time because I had work the next day. So I had all day to do it, but fucking hell, it took me all day. I got lost and everything, and it was fucking hammering it down. It was windy as anything. And I had my guitar on my back, my amp in my hands, just slugging along. And I remember getting halfway, having a shit fit through my amp down, took my guitar off and was like, this is shit. And I had a piss, and the wind changed direction halfway through the piss and just blew the piss all over my face, and I just burst out laughing. Put the guitar back on my back, picked the amp up, smashed out the last 10 miles or so, and got back and got the map out and had a look where I'd done, and I reckon I probably did about, I think it was about 26 miles or so. I worked out it was whatever a fucking marathon was really. Obviously people do marathons all the time, but doing a marathon when you've got no food in you, no water, and you've been on the fucking bag all night and you've got a guitar and an amp on your back, it's pretty impressive stuff really. So I think the point I'm trying to make with all of that is that I probably am the best walker in the world. Well, you know what they say, how would you stop a dog from crying? Pick it up and suck its knob. My legs are absolutely fucked after that. I've not done that sort of mileage for quite some time, and yeah, they're just, I can't feel them at all at the moment because I'm sat down, so that's nice, but I know when I stand up again they'll be certainly hurting. But it was nice to do a challenge like that. I'm quite happy that just, you know, that's just what happened, and totally unplanned, but just got amongst it, and yeah, quite happy with myself there. And it was quite a good 24 hours there really, quite a good little adventure and stuff, and that's it. I suppose I won't be doing another video for a while. No, I've not done one for a while. It's just because I've been sorting my life out and stuff like that, and not prioritizing Phil and alcohol and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if I could squeeze in some non-alcohol videos, I will, but I've like got a new job and stuff like that. I stopped doing that every delivery thing. That was a fucking waste of time. But yeah, got a new job, back doing a bit of building work, and yeah, it's going all right, and I don't want to mess it up. And I've been sorting out loads of other stuff as well, like personal stuff. I've got a diary in here somewhere with some fucking dates and stuff like that, and I'm trying to be like a better person really. And that was, yeah, that was a blowout. I've not drank for fucking ages, not drank and not smoked, and that was just a bit of a blowout last night, and I'm happy you joined me on that little adventure. But that'd be me off to the pub now. Now that'd be me off the booze for at least another month or so, but I'm planning on doing like a big Phil's Christmas video or something, and go and do something again soon. But yeah, it's all good though. Life's all good, and I hope yours is as well. And yeah, it's time to do normal people stuff for a bit now. I've had my fun and back to reality for a bit, and see you in the next one. Have a good day.